Well, hey, y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan. I'm your hostess, and we're so glad that you're here today. We thank you for coming in. I'm going to wait a few minutes and see who all comes into the chat, but I just want to let you know that it is absolutely gorgeous weather right now. We have got a nice breeze blowing. I've opened up the windows, turned off the air conditioner, and I am just enjoying this fall weather we're having. And I just wanted to let you know. I am just enjoying this fall weather we're having. Sorry about that. I thought my sound was turned off on my cell phone. We are in the midst of finalizing what's left in our garden to harvest. We still have tomatoes to bring in. Our tomatoes finally started producing at the end of August, and they are giving me 1 or 2 tomatoes a day. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but I'm fixing to harvest all my birdhouse gourds, and I'm going to be harvesting the remainder of the lima beans in my garden. And I think I still have some herbs out there that I need to gather and get them dried. I've got hot peppers that I'm going to dehydrate, and I'm just trying to work through the stuff that I have gotten ready to prepare, or am ready to prepare to get it stored away. And I just want y'all to know that even though this season is ending, we're going into the fall months, and a lot of y'all are planting fall gardens. Have already got it. Some of you have already got them started, and I just really think that's wonderful. We are not prepared to do a fall garden with the chickens free ranging. It is just not profitable for us to put in a garden this year. Hopefully next year we will be able to have an area fenced off for the garden, or a greenhouse, which would be ideal for me to plant greens and stuff in to keep the chickens out of. And my dog is wanting loving right now. She's wanting in my lap, but I'm trying to tell her no. So that's really a lot of stuff that is going on around here. I've got a lot of plans going on. We are planning a day with my daughter's family, and so I may not have any videos one day next week or the week after, because I'm a week out on my videos. Hey, What the Flock, welcome in. I'm so glad that you're here. I've been talking about all this stuff that we're planning to clean out our garden. Hey, Candy Dudette Watson, thank you for coming in. I'm so glad that you're here. If either of you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. The link is pinned at the top. I'm going to get these names written down so I don't forget to go and check out some of your videos this week. And sometimes I can't write and talk at the same time. But I have got I've got birdhouse gourds that I need to start bringing in. Excuse me, my nose is itching. And I've got butter beans that are pretty much ready to come in. I'm waiting for them to finish drying on the vine. Then we'll just pull the vines up and get all the butter beans off of it. I've got a bag of pink peas that I need to get dehulled that we have allowed to dry. I've got sunflower seeds that I need to get off the heads, and I'm hoping I can do a video on that one. And we just have a lot of stuff going on around the homestead. Hey, Bad Stang, how are you? I hope everybody is enjoying this fall-like weather we're having. It is absolutely beautiful outside, and I'm stuck in the house. But I do have my windows open, and I'm getting a nice breeze. We've turned off the air conditioner, and I love this time of year because we're getting fresh air brought into the house, and it really does makes me feel good to have the cool fall temperatures. And you see my baby girl getting in behind me. She's insistent today. She's going to be in this video. Well, I had some health issues over the weekend. I developed a rash. We're really not sure what it was. But I ended up going to the doctor and getting a steroid shot, and I've been taking care of that, and I'm still a little puffy in the face from the steroids, but it seems to have cleared up the majority of the rash. Hey, Jamie's Country Living, welcome in. I am doing better. I live with lupus, and I have SLE lupus, and I think there's another type of lupus that I also have, and I get a lot of skin rashes, and it does affect me. This one was slightly itchy, but it was more inflamed than anything, and that's why I ended up going to the doctor and getting that steroid shot. Hey, Vision Preparedness, welcome in. If anyone would like to come up on panel, the link has been pinned at the very top of the chat box, and I'm going to drop it again just so that you can come up. It should be up there now. I'm also looking forward to the 1,000 subscriber mark, or the 1,000 buses. I keep forgetting I'm not supposed to say that word. And I am also going to be looking for channels to help me do a prize giveaway. Well, it's good that you're here. Thank you for listening in. I appreciate that, Vision Preparedness. I really do. And I see that we've got What the Flock is over the state line in Georgia, and got to go back up here and look. And Bad Stang is in Rossville, Tennessee. I really appreciate y'all coming in. If anybody is interested in helping me with some prizes for my 1,000K giveaway, we will be announcing your channels, what you're donating, and we will do a live giveaway on that. And I really look forward to having kind of a collaboration with other channels to help me along and celebrate. We are reaching close to 700 buses at this time. Jamie is in Maryland. Wow. What the Flock is going to do a little Halloween collab. They're trying to get it going on. And I did receive an email, and that collab would be for pumpkin carving. And I think that would be really interesting. If anybody's interested in that, get with What the Flock. Urban Gardening Chronicles, welcome to my house. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to get better with the names, I promise you. I am going to get better with names. Anyway, I would like small prizes. I don't want anything big, extravagant, or anything like that, but something small. It could be something that is handmade, or a gift card, or, just a number of items that would be beneficial to anybody with a homestead. Hey, Carp, how are you doing? I see you're on here with your new channel, or your old channel. Carp had lost his channel for a while, and it is back up. And if you're not on there, please go over and subscribe to him. It's Carpenter's Self-Reliance, and I do believe he's going to keep both channels going. I hope he does, because I enjoy both channels. Okay. There's also going to be, and I forgot to write down who it was that sent me the message, a 12 Days of Cookies collab coming up. And the Pumpkin Palooza will start, I think it's October the 1st through the 7th. So those are 3 collabs that I know of. And I know there's many, many more out there. If you're doing a collab, you can drop it in the chat box, or you can come up on panel and talk about it. I really want to impress upon you how important it is for me to have you come up on panel. It helps me out because my voice, you can hear it scratchy today, and I really do need to rest it a little bit. With all these health issues going on, it just it threw me off this week. And I haven't been keeping up with my videos, and it's just been a rough week for me. And today's Wednesday, and I'm hoping it's going to get better, but we don't know. Anyway, the rashes have been going on since I had Cavovo, and with lupus, it's a roaming rash. It doesn't stay in one place. It might be one place one day, and it'll be in a different place the next day. And so I'm just having to deal with that. And I told my doctor, I said, I'm so sick of these rashes. I wish there was a way we could stop the rashes. But right now, this last one, it came on my neck up in here, and it was an L shape. And it looked like bug bites. And I thought, well, it's either mosquitoes or bed bugs or something. And I knew I hadn't been anywhere to get bed bugs. I know the mosquitoes have been horrible this year, but it was not mosquitoes. And that Sunday morning, I went to church with that on my neck. And by the time I got out of check, it had spread down the backs of my arms. And it looked more like a contact dermatitis type rash. Even my doctor says, well, it kind of looks like contact dermatitis. Have you changed soaps? Have you ate anything different? None of those things. So that was what I was dealing with. Hello, Faith and Feathers. How are you doing, Bonnie? I see you were getting some eggs. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah. So glad you're here.
I can't actually stay very long because I have to pull something out of the freeze dryer in just a few minutes. But have you tried comfrey salve for your lupus rash?
No, I have not.
I actually make I can send you some if you would like. I have an extra jar. It has probably 3 more months of shelf life. So, I mean, I'd be happy to send it to you to try it.
Yeah, please do that.
Okay. Because my mom has lupus. I've always called it eczema just because I haven't been tested for lupus, but I have other autoimmune problems, so it very well could be. But it's the only thing that gives me relief from that itching and burning, which if you don't get that kind of rash from an autoimmune disease, you have no idea how uncomfortable that is, you guys. So when you find something that gives you relief, it's amazing. So is your address on your About page, Susan?
It is.
Okay. I will send you a jar.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I hope it helps.
I see that Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve is in the house, so thank you for coming in. If I've missed anybody, I see Woman Outdoors is here. And AR 1776, welcome in. We are talking about lupus rash, y'all. But it's just, it's just been an ongoing thing, and this has been going on since January. So, I'm really ready for it to stop.
Yeah, mine has been on and off for years. But I just had a bad one on my back, whatever it's from. whether it's I don't actually know if I have lupus. I think it's a different flare up. Like he also said that I have like overactive nerves from my autoimmune disease, but
Right.
it works for that. So my thoughts are, if it works for that, and it's worked for my father that has diabetes, he gets these wounds that won't heal, and it helps them to heal. So it works for all kinds of stuff. It is a blend. I'll send you the list of everything that's in it just to make sure that you're not allergic to anything. Because I do use like plantain as well, which helps with itching specifically. But the comfrey, especially, it's known for helping to help things heal. So,
Well, I really do appreciate that, because anything that's going to help me.
yeah, no problem.
Then I
I
got
hope it helps.
then I got a phone call from the doctor and told me my cholesterol was too high.
No.
She said, stop the red meat. Don't eat pork. Don't eat this. Don't eat that. And I said, lady, I don't even eat hardly anything as it is, you know. And I've tried all kinds of things to lower that cholesterol number, but I think it has to do with the autoimmune too, because that cholesterol just will not go away.
My husband, believe it or not, he's the one that has the cholesterol problem between us. He actually has a liver condition that causes the elevated cholesterol, which of course affects his heart. But for us, what we've had to do, which it kind of goes side by side with my anti-inflammatory diet. So if you look into that, most of those diets, the plant-based diets, as hard as it is to do, I am not someone that's like, I don't love meat, because I sure love bacon, but I can't eat it. But it helps to lower your cholesterol significantly.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I was reading.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, the blood work is an issue. I always call them a vampire when they take my blood.
Right. Just don't give me the results anymore. I've heard enough.
I was taking bile salts, and I get it on Amazon, and because I don't have a gallbladder anymore, and your body doesn't produce the bile salts after your gallbladder's taken. And that does have something to do with the cholesterol. And I'm thinking, because I've been off of it for a month or two, it has messed my cholesterol levels up. So I'm going to go back on that. I told my husband, I said, I've got to order this stuff. I know it's expensive, but we're going to have to do that and get that in there too, because that really does help with the cholesterol levels. I know that. I see that Papa's Kitchen's in the house.
Hey, Papa.
He had a great video he put out. I think it was pork steaks. That was really good. Yeah, Jamie's Country Living says her issues might be because of her age. I agree with that. I know a lot of mine are.
I don't know. I've had health problems since I had my daughter. So I think it started around 20s when I started having health problems. I can't even blame it on my age.
Well, I can't say that mine happened around the time I had my daughters, but I do know as a child I had numerous kidney infections, and was constantly at the doctor sick, and they couldn't figure it out. I was out in the yard all day long, so it wasn't vitamin D issues or anything like that. And around 13, I had a bad reaction to a flu medicine that the doctor had given me, and I went into severe convulsions from it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, every muscle in my body was tensing up. I couldn't talk. And, I was around 13 years old, and my mother stood over me and prayed and asked God to take her and to spare me. And God honored that. And I'll tell you the story behind that.
Oh my gosh, scary.
Yeah. They figured out it was a reaction to the medications, and I was actually given the wrong medication for this. So anyway, my mother shortly afterwards developed Alzheimer's. Of course, back then they didn't know what Alzheimer's was. They said she had water on the brain, and they went in and they did brain surgery on her. And she came out and she did not recognize us.
Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
Yeah,
So
and
sorry.
she lived like that for 10 years. She did not, she knew she had grandchildren. She could not verbalize with us or anything. I was able to take my oldest daughter to see her. And then when she passed away, of course, my baby had been born. She was 6 months old. And that day, Olivia walked, 6 months old. She walked across the floor the day my mother was buried. But, it's a sad story, but I had to grow up quick. But, the Lord spared me, and I believe it was because of that prayer with my mother. And I had an out-of-body experience during that. And I tell you, I saw the white light. I saw a bright white light, and I heard a voice telling me, it's not your time, go back.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and, people think these things are weird. Well, weird or reality, I can't tell you, but I know what I experienced that day.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I had an aunt that passed away and came back, and she actually passed away for several minutes. And when she came back, she had so many stories. And she swore she saw her mother and family, and that she went to heaven, and that they told her it wasn't her time and it was time she had to go back. But she didn't want to leave. She actually said she didn't want to leave. So I believe it. She wasn't one to make up stories, so.
Hey, Kaylin Strain. It's nice to meet you. I don't think you've been in my chat before. And AR, I understand about the politically correct YouTube stuff. And I agree, taking that word out of your page name probably will be beneficial. We still know who you are. And I see Missy's channel is in the house, and I like her channel. And I think, Missy, isn't it your channel? You just hit 1,000 buses, but you don't have the watch hours. One of the channels, I put it in my community tab, and I cannot remember who it was now. Telling everybody to go over there and hit their playlist if you've got free time. Just listen through the playlist so that she can build up those watch hours. She was up and had the watch hours, and then I believe she got sick or something, and then she lost all her watch hours and everything. So she's building back up. So we want to support her if we can. She's got
Missy's channel?
I think it's Missy's channel.
I'd love to swap playlists with anybody that wants to. I'll go ahead and put Missy on my list right now.
Okay.
Because I'm way behind in hours too. I'm almost at 900 on my bus.
Well, that's good. Yay. Hey, Drunken Chef Barbecue. How are you doing?
All right, Missy, I added you to my list. As soon as I get off of here, I'll start playing it.
Yeah, Missy said she had 7 surgeries in 3.5 years. So that,
wow.
Yeah, so that was hard. And I understand that. When my first daughter was born, I didn't have any problems or anything with the pregnancy. Everything went except for gestational diabetes. And when my second daughter came along, I had all kinds of health issues throughout the pregnancy. And I gained 75 pounds. I had her. The day I went home, I still had that 75 pounds. How I delivered almost a 7-pound baby and still weighed the same afterwards. And I have been fighting the weight issue ever since.
Me too.
I mean,
it's funny because just yesterday on another live, everyone was showing their old pictures, and I pulled one off the fridge that I keep up there for motivation to lose weight. But I looked like Danny from Danny Days. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, like I was a size 4 back then. It was before I got pregnant.
Missy says she has a Bible reading playlist, reading books of the Bible if anybody likes to hear the Bible read. That's wonderful.
Now, Missy, do you have a playlist with all of your videos on it? Because that's the easiest way to get the hours on there.
Yeah.
Is if we can just click on there and run it through, and it's the easiest way for us to support. Check.
Hey, score one with the big guy. Welcome in.
Giveaways.
I just watched Carpenter open up an All-American canner just a few minutes before this started. So y'all need to go check out his video too. That was awesome. I'm having trouble with my voice today and tongue-tied and wrong words coming out. But this is all a part of this autoimmune stuff. And I think a lot of it had to do with having to get that steroid shot.
Oh, yeah. That'll make it worse.
And Papa's Kitchen, that's awesome. He made a playlist called Binge Watch.
That's what you should call it, Binge Watch. That's perfect. Mine just says all doing for health or something.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. That's perfect.
Yeah. Awfully good. Yeah. Anyway, the health issues, we deal with them and we just go on. And I keep praying and asking the Lord, just, heal my body. Mm-hmm. I think about the woman with the issue of blood, and she touched the hem of his garment and she was healed, but he didn't know who had touched her or touched him. He knew, but he said, who touched me? But I think about that all the time. And I say, Lord, I'm reaching out for that hem of that garment just to heal me. And I will pray specifically over issues. And I know that he is the great physician and that he is going to heal me. And it may not be in my lifetime. It may be in heaven. But I will.
You will experience relief eventually.
Yes.
Sometimes, and maybe I think about it too much, but I feel like everything does happen for a reason. And, I even think about my illness, the fact that I can't work a regular full-time job anymore, because I was a workaholic before. And I think, okay, well, maybe this happened for a reason too. Just like with you, Susan, like maybe you are able or made to sit down and rest more so that you can be right here in front of us, inspiring us, and maybe that's what God intended for you, is to be here inspiring all of us.
Well, I appreciate that. And I thank you for that. AR, it is Carpenter's Self-Reliance. I think it's the name of his channel. Yeah. Carpenter's Self-Reliance has a new canner, and I'm real excited for him. And I'm hoping to see him up and running soon using that canner. I get excited because it's an All-American. Yes, I want an All-American also. They're so expensive. I'm like, my Lord, the cost of these things. That's like the biggest canner you can get, I think. Pressure canner wise.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know which one my mom got. I've been using my mother's pressure canner. I don't think it's the biggest one though, because we do it on a glass top stove. So she didn't want to get the really heavy one just in case.
Yeah. Missy, all you have to do is type the word hillbilly and our Nightbot will drop your link.
Here, I'll do it too.
Jerry says, I'll be putting back up my first time canning videos soon. Okay. I can't wait. I left him a comment about the glass top stove, and because he has a glass top stove and what we had to do because we don't have gas where we're at. But I also do have a propane burner outside that if I have to, I can go outside and can. So that's another thing that I will do. Hey, I see Missy's channel is up now. So y'all go check out Missy's channel. If you haven't subscribed to her already, go ahead and subscribe and get one of those playlists set up. Okay, he said he's used it 3 times, 2 times were fails.
Uh-oh.
The All-American, I think you have to oil your gasket. A lot of videos that I've seen, they oil the gasket, so that might be the issue. Try canning water in it. That's what I would do until I get it down. You can always have canned water in your pantry. You know, that's a good item to have on hand because we're on well water, but our well water is electric. And if our electric goes down, we have no water. So that's just something to take into consideration.
To answer Papa's question, it's really simple. You can't really do it wrong. Honestly, if you did, I would still probably put you on the playlist. I'm not like crazy about everything being perfect. But you, in your title, if you put the little, number mark that's called a hashtag, and you put Pumpkin Palooza 2022, that will tag you in that hashtag. Like, so if people search that hashtag when they're going through YouTube, they'll see everybody's videos that have that hashtag. And if you put the @ in my name, now this might not actually work for you because your channel's smaller, but normally it will tag that channel so that it notifies me to go look for your video. I will already be looking for your video though. And then I'll add you to my playlist. So when you're recording, just say I'm taking part in this collaboration, Pumpkin Palooza 2022, and then you just start cooking. It's as simple as that. It's really just so that people can make new connections with everybody. And we're all going to be in one list. So even just people that want to see all of those pumpkin recipes will be able to go to one place and binge watch cooking channels and get to find new channels to enjoy.
Good Times, Jen and Steve is close to 500 and can't stand it. So if y'all haven't already subscribed or gone over and bust them, I keep messing up. If you haven't already bust them, go bust them and give them some watch hours while you're there. Okay, it doesn't have a gasket. You have to oil the metal. Yes, that's what it is. I had it on crooked and it got scared and shut it down. Yeah, you have to go opposite when you tighten those bolts. So when you're putting the lid on there, you want to go opposite, across the lid and do 2 and then go and do 2 more.
Well, I am going to jump down because I do have to go check my freeze dryer, but right now I'm going to write down your address so that I remember to send you that salve too.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Andrea, for coming up. Oh, she's already gone down. Andrea, put in the comments below how to contact you for the Pumpkin Palooza if they need to contact you for any reason. And Missy's channel. Okay. She's got 494 buses. And we want to get her to 500 buses so she can get her community tab. Kaylin says Rebel Canners showed how to do those lid bolts during her demo at the Independent Summit. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, because every canner is different. Hey, Rita's Roost, come on in. Rita, would you like to come up and talk for a little bit? I would love it if you did. She used an All-American canner with those bolts. Yes. Well, everybody, y'all are talking about everything on here. Yeah, it's hashtag PumpkinPalooza22. That is digging for health, and she's doing that the first week of October. Rita says she's worn out. Babysitting's getting to me. And I'm growling in the back, y'all. Coco. Carpenters said, I have asked Leanne to do a ground beef canning video so I can learn from her. I don't think she has done it yet. Maybe y'all can remind her of the request. We will definitely do that. I have one also I think I've done on deer meat, which is the same. I do it the same way as I do my hamburger. I partially cook it so it's still pink. I get it in my hot jars, put it in a hot canner, and can for the process time. Bonnie said there's a site called Rovolution that cracks me up. I haven't seen that one. Yes, there's a lot of good beef canning videos in our community. Now, I've got to get to my freezer. I was going to do it last week and did not get to it because I had this rash come up. And I've got a freezer full of deer meat that I'm going to be canning. So I'm going to be doing some videos on the different methods that I use for that. But I do can meat, and we love it. It is a convenience food. It makes life so much easier when you're busy because you can do a lot of what they call pantry meals, or I call them dump meals, because you're dumping your jars and you're heating them up, and you can make all kinds of recipes with your meats that's already cooked, and it just saves so much time in the kitchen. Sutton Stays and Mouse Toes have meat canning videos on sausage, and I think Alaska Prepper, I think that's the name of the channel, did one on canning roasts and how he did the roast. There's a lot to see. They give great advice too. Revolution are the best. And Carpenter says, I will give it another try once the weather gets cold and wet. I'm inside during the day. Yeah, but to do the water first. Do a couple of batches of water canning, and to know where your sweet spot is on your stove and everything, so that your temperatures stay in that range that it needs to. You really can't go wrong, and you'll have water on your pantry shelf. Yeah, Alaska Prepper has canned a variety of meats. Yeah, make sure you watch a few videos and comment, or YouTube takes it away. So when you go over to Missy's channel, make sure that you're watching at least 3 to 5 minutes of the video before you like and subscribe, and even watch a couple of other videos. And I tell you that I don't watch the day that somebody subscribes to me, but if they have a channel, I try to subscribe within the week so I don't get behind. And I hope I haven't missed anybody coming in. If I have, forgive me. Yes, Missy, we love you. You got a great channel, honey, and we're going to try to get you out there again. She's got a lot of personality. I really liked her channel. Canning meat. There a lot of people raw pack can. I raw pack my chicken. I have raw packed stew meat, stuff like that. or you can partially cook it and then can it if you want a better looking product on your shelf. That's what we're all about here, Missy. I'm glad that you feel encouraged by this. That's what it's all about. And Bonnie put out a new video this morning, and it was awesome. I love when she goes out to feed her chickens. I put up a video with some of my art. Y'all want to take a peek? Yes, we definitely want to take a peek of that. So, Bonnie, make sure you drop your link so everybody can go over there and check out that video. Numus Maniac, welcome in. And I hope I said it right. I'm so glad that you're here. Anybody that has a small channel that wants to talk about your channel a little bit is welcome to come up on panel. Bonnie said, I did 2 videos. My head hurts. Lots of loud ding dang technologies. I did a video this morning. I got it uploaded, but I haven't got it all set up. Yeah, we're using the word bus. You know what that is backwards. My first time was steam meat, raw pack method. I got 3 jars in the pantry. Not sure if I'm ever going to the first batch. Canning meat is actually very, very easy. Everybody says when you start canning with a pressure canner, do beans. You can do meat. Meat is real easy. I mean, it's meat and a little bit of salt or seasoning in your jar. You don't even have to put liquid in it. It makes its own liquid. So to me, it's really easy. Bonnie says, I can't figure out how to add music, so my art video is a little boring. If you go to Video Guru, or you can go to YouTube and you can download some free music. That's what I use. And Video Guru, when you download it, it automatically goes over to that. And that's how I get music on my videos. Candy corn just recalled along with 1,000 other things. Yes, you know, there was meat recalls this week, y'all. And I'm sitting here going, these people really want to kill us. I watched another video talking about EDTA or ETDA being added to food, and it's can cause death. You're welcome, Bonnie. I'm glad to help whenever I can. Yeah, there's another app out there called InShot, and that's a good one also. Kaylin says, I don't use music in any of my vids because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Well, I think that YouTube is fixing to do away with that. You need to go over to the studio and read up on what they were talking about. But I do use the free music from YouTube that is copyright free. Tennessee Bushcrafter, welcome to the house. I didn't notice you come in. When I can meat, I usually add salt and pepper, a slice of onion, a couple cloves of garlic, hard to season it after it is fully cooked. That's so true. You can use just about anything. I've done 10 pounds of hamburger meat or deer meat with 1 package of Lipton onion soup mix. I mean, there's just so many ways to cook it. Oh, wrong one. Yes, EDTA. It is crap, and it's going in our food. So y'all need to be vigilant and read those labels when you're buying food. the lady I watched, and I can't even remember the channel because it's not one I'm subscribed to. It popped up on my feed and caught my eye. And one of the products that we use is Duke's mayonnaise, and it's in there. So we will be making our own mayonnaise more than likely in the future. We got plenty of eggs. There's no reason for me not to do it. Good times, Jen and Steve. I think you'll like Video Guru. It's very simple to use. And I think I'm paying like $4.99 or $5.99 for a year subscription, but you can use it free. Either way, I just decided to support them a little bit. Yes, Kaylin, it is a personal choice to use or not to use. And, it really is up to everybody. AR says, tech tip, go to YouTube and download all or whatever you want of their music and put it in a folder. Absolutely. Go back up here. And where did he go? Let's see. Butter was another. Okay. I haven't canned any butter. I've got canned butter on my shelf that came from the Amish community. I do know there are videos out there that teaches you how to do it properly. And it is considered rebel canning, but in a emergency situation, I would do it. AR says, I have 50 pounds of flour here, and I have put in Marlar and in 5-gallon buckets, with the oxygen absorbers. Absolutely, because we've got a wheat shortage. We already know that. I'm trying to catch up on all these comments. I'm a little behind. Mustard seed are scarce. Might want to stock up, already in shortage. I went to my Mennonite store that's close by our home, and I picked up mustard seed. I picked up the yellow mustard seed and the brown mustard seed. And you can actually take your mustard seed from your pantry and plant it in the garden, get your greens all summer long. Towards the end of the season, let it go to seed and collect the seed. So that's, very important. But thank you for that tip there, Papa, because we all need to be paying attention to what's going on around us. It's okay, Missy. She said copyright claim and strike, not the same claim, just means someone gets monetized credit from the music in your video. Yeah, still crying about the Dukes, making my own now. Yeah. And I go through a lot of mayonnaise in a week, some weeks. And my husband takes his sandwiches, so everything he puts mayonnaise on sandwiches every day. Bushcrafter says, Power Director is semi-free, and I ended up with a full version for free. That's great. Yeah, when you do that, remember to set categories of music tracks so you can find it easier. That's good to know. Where's my little doohickey? And AR 1776 says, I use Power Director 15. I bought it years ago. Bushcrafter says, I pondered canning butter. I just don't see the need. We have the Amish community so close. I can make butter easily enough. You know what I'm doing? Uh, I'm still going to the Amish community and buying butter because I support them. Not all of it's canned, but I get these little plastic containers. I throw them in the freezer. But I'm also buying the raw milk, and I'm collecting the cream off the raw milk, and I'm freezing it too, because I can use it for whipping cream or butter. And, I like cream in my Irish split pea soup. So it's something I can have readily on hand. I talked to the Mennonite farmhouse, Leanne, on one of my lives and on her live, and asked her about canning raw milk. And she said it was just a waste of time because you're losing all the beneficial bacteria and enzymes and so forth in there. Let's see. I hope I haven't missed anybody's comments. Tennessee Bushcrafter says, I have so much mustard seed, I let it go to seed every year. I use some to make fermented mustard. That's a good thing to do. The reason I bought it was to make mustard, and I haven't made it yet. Kaylin says, don't have Duke's Mayo in Iowa. We have Kraft and Hellman's in additional to the store brands. Yeah, but check those labels because, y'all, they're putting some awful stuff in our food. They really are. And I'm so thankful that the majority of the food that we have here is grown at home, or we're buying it from farmers that we know and trust. Okay. Get the right comment up. Digging for Health said, that's why I started to make everything from scratch. Thank you for coming in, Carp. I appreciate you. Yeah, you have to watch everything that you're buying now. I mean, it's really crazy. The cookies and cereals, the cold cereals, they're putting crickets in. I've talked about this before, and that can cause all kinds of problems if you're an asthmatic. So just watch what we're eating. Buy organic as much as you can. Grow your own food. Prepare your own food. We're all learning here. This is a learning curve for me as much as it is for all of y'all. But when I was growing up, the first thing I remembered in the store that was just really odd for me, and I thought it was great, was this slushy mix that was in the freezer, and it didn't last very long. Hey, Big Tiny's Outdoors, welcome in. Yes, they're putting cricket powder in your food, or they're calling it cricket flour, cricket powder, and there's some technical names that I can't tell you, but be aware of what it is. Yeah, they're putting all kinds of things in food that shouldn't be in our food, and I'm not ready to eat bugs yet. Yeah, if you're allergic to shellfish, you might want to avoid a cricket because it's along the same lines. That's very true. Yep. Yeah, jumbo shrimp, right. But my chickens will eat crickets. They can have them all day long. I'm happy with that because they turn them into eggs. But I'm personally not fond of eating bugs. I've had one fly in my mouth in my lifetime, and that was awful. And it was a fly. Yeah, I was already being careful, but it's just one more reason for me. Yeah, absolutely. I'm still going to accept the date and make cricket cooks. Ew. I have been preserving all the food I can, just pickled a few jars of bell peppers because I wasn't going to use them all. Yeah, and you can also dehydrate those bell peppers. July 8, 2019, cricket flour or cricket powder is a mild tasting protein powder made out of milled crickets. These crickets come from cricket farms. Still, it's ooh. Kaylin, that's my idea too. My idea of cricket food is fish bait. Fish bait or feeding the chickens. Yes, John the Baptist ate locust and honey. And I think it was a locust plant. I don't think it was actual bugs, but it might have been. Papa's Kitchen says, sorry, accept the dare and make cricket cookies. No, thank you. Nope, 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 nope. My mom said it was beans off locust trees. I hope it was. Lots of laugh. Yeah, I do too. We don't eat bugs around here if we can help it. We leave those to the animals. And that's why we have chickens out in the yard, because they take care of all those bugs. Y'all are making me laugh. Andrea said, don't send me any of those cookies, Papa. Yes, locusts are different than a cricket. And welcome in, Cozy Cornelius Corner. I didn't see you come in. Get your name on my list so I can make sure I go watch some of y'all's videos this week. I actually got caught up, y'all. I'm so excited. I got through all my list and I'm trying to find some short videos. Some of y'all only do lives, and I'm not going to sit through an hour live when I got 30, 40 people, that I need to watch. So try to put some shorts out for me. Yeah, chickens and turkeys are great for bugs. Big Tiny said, and other products such as protein bars can be used plain or mixed with other flours, cricket flour. And now it can be found in a variety of products such as pasta, burger patties, candy, cookie chips, chocolate bars, and smoothies. I lurk too, Cozy Cornelius. A lot of times I'll be lurking in the background. Jamie has lots of shorts and short videos. Bonnie wants to know, if she does shorts, does she have to wear pants? She said they're so short, it's a miracle that when my videos are 10 minutes long. You only have to watch 15 minutes worth to get credit for the hour. Okay, that's good to know, Big Tiny, because I think I had forgotten that. I try to watch at least 5 minutes of videos. 15 minutes, it's possible. There's some videos that I just get so interested in. I just watch the whole thing. I'm like, wow. Papa's Kitchen said the Greek word was for an insect. He ate a bug. Big Tiny said, put on the Daisy Dukes, Bonnie. That is something, I tell you. Y'all are so full of information. Nobody wants to come up on panel. Let's drop the link again, see if I can entice y'all. I'm trying to see if I had anything else. What the Flock has the pumpkin carving collab, and we need to get more information on that one. There's a 12 Days of Cookies collab coming up. I know Gail Southern Living has a couple of different collabs going on. So, are there any other collabs going on that I'm not mentioning? If the camera angle is right, you don't have to wear anything. Lord have mercy. Y'all are so fun. I really enjoyed. Well, what's in your fall garden? Are you planting a garden? Or are you just going to relax? Okay. Gail Southern Living has the Cozy Fall Soup 22. We're finishing up September. Will be completed on October the 1st when there'll be a drawing for that one. And I'm trying to think. The September, yeah, that one's by Mennonite Farmhouse for the September one. Gail's hashtag Fall Fest 22 giveaway. Live will be September the 30th, and I think it's at 7 p.m., and I'm not sure if it's Central Time or not. But you want to make sure you make both of those because there will be prizes given away on both of them. And Bonnie said, bugs and death are in my garden. Lots of love. I hope yours is better. I have weeds and dirt in my fall garden. I have weeds and dirt in my summer garden, and it did not do well this year. Missy's going to do a giveaway video today at 5 p.m. And then my special giveaway for hitting 1K is Friday, 5 p.m. Central Time. So y'all mark those dates down and times. We'll try to be there for your 5 p.m. giveaway today. I'll try to remember. Come on. We should have one coming in November, but I am co-hosting, so I don't know when I'm allowed to say anything. I'm undercover mode until he unleashes me. Okay. Hey, Ruth Mitchell, welcome in. I didn't see you come in. She said, my garden is put to bed. Papa's Kitchen says, Bonnie, you need an outfit made of chicken feathers. Missy said, thank you all so much. I'm making sure I'm sub to everyone here. That's what it's all about, Missy. We're going to connect and grow, and we're going to do it together. Jamie said they work Fridays. Big Tiny says summer garden, a.k.a. weed plants. Yes, we have lots of those. Hey, Micro Farmer, welcome in the house. We're glad you're here. Where did he go? There it is. Bonnie said someone at church found lip balm for me called chicken poop at Papa's Kitchen. I've seen that one. Jamie's Country Living. I'm a busser number 476. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway when I hit the 500 mark. You go for it. Yeah, that's at Tractor Supply, Cornelius Corner. I got a few plants left on my deck. Got 3 baby squashes. I covered them last night because our low was 39. Yeah. Yeah, the temps are getting cooler outside. I did ask our Amish community if they were thinking they're going to get any more tomatoes this year, and they said their tomato, the last plants that they put in, are just now putting out, and they think they will have them till frost. So hopefully the frost will hold off around here a little longer, and I can get some more tomatoes canned. Bonnie said, you know, they actually put a disclaimer on the lip balm to make sure nobody thought it was really chicken poop in it. Well, at least it's not cricket powder or cricket flour. Oh, my goodness. Papa's Kitchen says, my lips will remain naked. Thank you. Oh, my goodness, y'all. Kaylin says, supposed to be warmer tonight for the next 10 days. Well, I am enjoying today tremendously. I really need to be out in my garden and get some of that stuff brought in. I haven't done it yet. Big Tiny says, we have lip balm made out of honey wax. Well, that would be really good to use. That beeswax is something special about those honeybees. Anyone watching the progress of Ian? No, I'm not, but I am definitely praying for those in its path. It's beautiful outside right now, but we're about to have the hurricane roll through. Well, we'll be praying for you, Andrea. Thank you. I appreciate that. It got down to the 40s last night. Yes, we've been having temperatures dip in the 40s. My second oldest daughter came up. We'll be praying for everybody in the path of that hurricane. It really, I remember how bad Hurricane Katrina was and how devastating it was. Micro Farmer's daughter came up from Tampa. She's up here at her mom's. Ball canning books. Yes, I love my canning books. Hey, Deanna. It's good to see you in the house. Did you just get off work, hon? Bonnie said somebody had a calf born right before the hurricane hit. I hope the calf's okay. Going out tonight for dinner, early father birthday gift. That's wonderful. Enjoy your dinner. My daughter told me, she said, Mom, I got a new grill and I want to grill something for you when you come down. And I told her hamburgers and hot dogs. There's nothing like a good old hamburger or a hot dog on a grill. Yes, happy birthday to Micro Farmer. Well, y'all, you need to start finding all these smaller channels and getting them shouted out on your community tab if you have one, or do videos and shout them out. It really does draw in some buses for you and watch hours. Papa says, I try to spell farmer with a PH. I think I need a nap. Oh, y'all are funny. I am so happy that y'all are connecting out there. Y'all make sure you go by and check out Missy's channel. Help her to get the watch hours that she needs to rebuild her channel. I really do appreciate that. And she says, I beg for prayer for Light of God and Darkness channel. We will definitely pray for them. Papa said, I try to spell farmer with a PH. I think I need a nap. You need to turn your YouTube down. Whoa, y'all funny. There you go.
How's that?
That's good. How are you?
Yeah, I didn't have to touch. Good, good. Living a dream.
Aren't we all?
Right?
Some dreams are nightmares.
Right? It's rough being retired at my age.
Yeah.
So,
Missy said that I'm sorry. Missy said that Light of God and Darkness is in Kenya and helping people living in huts and helping that needs help. So much need help in the orphans and the homeless. So we will definitely be praying for them. Okay, Big Tiny, tell me about your channel.
About my channel?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's basically an outdoors channel. I hunt a lot. I fish a lot. I didn't do no fishing stuff this year, but I'm going to do that. But I'm going to make all these fishing guys jealous. They're out doing all these fishing things and catching 1 or 2 bass or something like that. I actually caught 50 trout in one day on the stream.
My goodness.
We caught and released most of them. I only keep the ones we can keep 5 in Pennsylvania, and I try not to. I try to release most of them, but some of them you have to keep because they decide to swallow the hook or something. So.
Oh my goodness.
But, yeah, I do a lot. I mean, I do events like with my side by side. I did an event to help raise money for what was it that time? Make-A-Wish, I think. And then we have a local place. It's a local nonprofit organization called Aiden's Army, which is I talked about a little bit on one of my videos, but basically this nonprofit organization was how do I want to say it? Created by parents of a young man who never made it out of the hospital 11 years ago. He was born and he passed away in the hospital at 6 months old. He had all kinds of surgeries and different things wrong with him. And then most recently, they had set up, and they do like everything to raise money for a local, semi-local thing called Camo Cares, which they give hunts of a lifetime to disabled vets and disabled children. And 2/3 of the portion of what Aiden's Army raises goes to them, and then about 1/3 goes to local families with fires and different things that people need throughout the community. So I support them big time. I I'm a pro staffer for Rubline Scents, was a deer scent. So I've gathered up some stuff and donated to that. I also went and helped out with Camo Cares this year. What else did I do? Oh, I went to several. I think what 2 years. Yeah, well, I shouldn't say several. The one because of COVID we had to cancel. But my church and stuff, we go over to the Dominican and we do missions trips. It's MGM, which is Meeting God's Missions, and we went over there. And I'll try to tell a long story short. Before I went over to that, my very first time, I got into a Super Bowl pool, and I won $3,000 in the Super Bowl pool.
Oh, wow.
Well, I said, well, we'll take 1,000 over with us in case we need to buy something or they need something. So I'll put 1,000 in my checking and then 1,000 in my savings and stuff. And I said, but let's go shopping tonight. And I went over and I said, hey, they're doing a backpack ministry, aren't they? We went to Walmart, and Walmart happened to have backpacks on sale for $1. So I said, well, how many is there? She goes, 27. I said, well, I think I got enough money to cover that. So I bought all 27. Well, we get over there to the Dominican, and they have a blind and deaf school. And, well, it's more deaf than it is blind, but they went over and we were giving them these backpacks and packing them full of pencils and stuff like that the kids needed. And I kind of lost it over there a little bit, had to step outside. We got over there, and my wife, she was teaching the kids how to embroider and make little crafty things, because those kids are amazing. But we got these backpacks all made up and stuff, and they got over there, and we said, you know what? We never thought about this. How many kids are in the school? And they were like 27. And I was like, wow, how can that be? You know what I mean? So we were just like blessed, and I was just so overwhelmed by all that I knew that money was for another reason. And we were talking a little bit, and only the principal and the highest teacher gets paid from the Dominican. All the rest of the teachers that are there, they get donations and stuff. So I looked at my wife, and she looked at me, and I was like, yep. So we donated $1,000 to the deaf school.
You're giving me goosebumps. I'm telling you, this is definitely a sign from God. I don't care how anybody else looks at it, but that was a blessing from the Lord for you to have won that money and to been able to use it in that fashion. That is amazing.
So yeah, we actually helped out too. We spent pretty much all the $1,000 we took over as well to in the community and stuff like that, trying to give those people as much as we could. So something else. It was.
That is just an amazing blessing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I could sit here and testify for hours on all my blessings and different things that have happened in my life that you can't even imagine. How I know that He's there, how I believe in God and stuff. Because, well, if you got the time, I got the testimonies. I'll put it that way. Actually, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm listening.
Actually, when I was 12 years old, my parents got a divorce, and we were going to church every single Sunday, every single Wednesday, and stuff. We'd go. And I was brought up in the church and everything, and that divorce happened. And so many times, like a lot of little kids, they get confused. They don't understand. They don't know why mom and dad, and stuff. But mine was more of an abusive thing that we actually had. And I don't mean to talk ill of my father, but he had issues, and he and I actually, after a long, long period of time, I figured out that as a human being, it's not my place to judge anyone.
Absolutely.
And I don't judge people. I may not like what you do or you've done, but I cannot judge you because it's not my place. I will still always be there for you until you've done something to me or my family that would, hurt me or hurt my family. Other than that, we can be the best of pals, and everything else. But yeah, try to make a long story short. One day I was up messing around hunting, and my mom was out working, and my brother was out working on his new house, and she said something to me, and I just lost it, and I spun the 22 around, stuck it in my chest, and reached up and pulled the trigger, and it went tink, and I was like, wow. And so I grabbed it and put another round in and went to do that. And by then, my brother grabbed a gun, made it up to me, grabbed the gun, pulled it up, and then went, pew, it shot off. So the next one would have killed me, or at least sent me to the hospital. And in my belief, that was a blessing. That it wasn't my day, it wasn't my time. He had more purpose for me in life.
Absolutely. And thank God for that. Thank God for that.
So
you wouldn't have been there to help those children get those backpacks or those teachers to get funding.
Right. And a few years later, I was going to work, and I always go at a certain time, always went a certain way, and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to go the back way today, and stuff. And I get to work like 5 minutes late. I don't know why I was doing it, but I was like, just something told me to go that way and stuff. And I got to work 5 minutes late, and I was like, hey, boss, sorry. He said, no, man. He said, I'm glad to see you. I said, why? He said, haven't you been listening to the radio? And I was like, no. He said, we were for sure that it was you, because that would have been the time you were coming down through there. And here they had a tractor trailer and an automobile accident, which killed the owner of one of our local newspapers. And it was just like, I would have been there, and it could have been very well been me if I would not have went in a different direction that day. And they were just like so tickled to see me. So you can't tell me that he doesn't exist or he didn't have a purpose for me in my life. You know what
Absolutely.
I mean? It's my belief. So
praise the Lord, you're still here, and praise God for your testimony, because that's what you just gave, brother.
Thank you.
That is exactly what you just gave, was a good testimony. And, we can all, everyone that is a Christian that believes in the Lord Jesus can give testimonies, because we know that he's real. This is a real living God that we serve. It's not a statue sitting on a shelf somewhere that we're worshiping, but it is the Lord that we're worshiping. And he is there, and he is very real. And he saved you for a purpose, and you met those assignments. And that's just amazing. And I think my assignment today, because I prayed before this live, that God would use this live in a mighty way. And I think you just answered that prayer.
Yeah, I had, well, I appreciate that. I don't know if you guys had a chance, but I actually just do a hunting thing, and I was trying to be respectful of everybody else. I went up to New York. I'm in PA. I went up to New York and went on a bear hunt in the Adirondacks, and I was actually successful, and I actually got a bear. I did not videotape me shooting the bear. I videotaped all my stuff leading up to the hunt and stuff, and we were out setting and stuff like that, but I just didn't have the heart to let somebody see the actual shot and stuff like that. So I got on to it, and I did it after, and then in the thing I even put a graphic material and stuff like that, little banner up, so that before people would actually see the bear and on the ground and stuff like that. So give them a little warning and stuff. But yeah, I knew that I had a lot of people watching, and some people can appreciate the outdoors, but sometimes they don't appreciate that part of the outdoors. So, but
And I know
yeah, I
about
was
the black.
blessed.
I know about the black bears in New York State because I lived up there.
Yeah, that bear was 7 yards from me.
Oh wow!
21
we used to
feet.
say don't. Yeah, we used to say don't drive at night. You know, because we were lived up in the mountains, and don't drive at night because if they come out on you, your car is totaled. You have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I actually had a buddy that was riding down the road during the day, and he hit a bear with his motorcycle.
Yeah, that's awful.
He actually, in trying to control it and stuff, he actually spun his foot completely around when he tried to put down to try to stop and stuff. And yeah, he was out for about a year before he could start walking again.
Absolutely. So, that's all, you know.
Yeah.
And the bear probably just thought he, you know, got up and lumbered on off, you know, not even hurt. That's, you know.
Oh, yeah, he killed it too.
Did he kill it?
He was going like 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, so. I lived in upstate New York for 14 years before I came back home to Tennessee. 7 yards is awful close.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, whoo, you were face to face with that big bear.
Almost.
Goodness. So. But, you know, the Lord is so good to us. You know, we've gone through years of what I call famine or the desert experience in our family and didn't know how we were going to feed everybody. We had a house full of people. My husband had lost his job. He lost his job to cash for clunkers of all things. And he went out and he did scrapping. He scrapped metal and cardboard and began a business basically of doing nothing but scrapping. My baby is barking. I don't know what they're hearing, but they're hearing something. But anyway, he made ends meet by doing that until he was able to get back to work. And I always say that, you know, God provides. So he provided for us during that time. And when I say I had a house full of people, we had his sister and her husband and 3 children, his mother and stepdad, my daughter and her son, all living with us in a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah.
And I grew a 4,000 square foot garden in the backyard. We fed all of us and half the community out of that garden.
Yeah. I kind of am prepared for this this fall coming up. I actually planted a garden, had the entire garden planted, didn't put anything around it, and the deer now decided to start eating my cucumber plants. Then they went to my tomato plants. Then they went to my squash plants. Then they went to my zucchini plants. Then they went and actually ate the top off of my potato plants. So
oh my goodness!
Within about 2 weeks, everything was gone.
Yeah, so we had a time. Yeah, we had a time with the squash bugs this year, eating everything up.
Yeah.
Bonnie said, my dear sweet hubby monster at one point would donate blood to get us groceries. It was a terrible time. Yes. My husband did that too. He would donate blood or plasma. He's done that a few times over the years. He He sold his guitar to provide for us at one point, and my daughters never forgot that. And they went out and got him a new guitar to replace the one that he had to sell. So, we face hard times, but our trust and our dependence is always on God first. And he provides everything for us. And I tell people that are down, all the time, put your faith in God and pull yourself up by them bootstraps and carry on. Because if you don't, you can sit there and be miserable and drown in your misery, because that's what old Slewfoot wants us to do. He wants us to drown in our misery, but I'm going to be like Job. I'm never going to deny God.
Well, people too, and I don't know, I shouldn't say people too, but it helped me is realizing that we all have purpose, whether we think we do or not. There's a purpose while we're here. And I think when it comes to that time when people pass away, it doesn't matter what age they are or whatever, they've served his purpose for them, and that's one way I deal with that. Now, when my mother passes away, just like my father passed away December of 26th of last year, the day after Christmas, and my wife's uncle in September passed away from COVID. Then my dad in December passed away from a heart attack. Then New Year's Eve, another uncle passed away from COVID, and her and I both had a COVID battle. So we had a rough last of 2021, and I sat there in the hospital, and I was like, I got a little bit upset. I was like, I'm not ready. It's not my time. I don't think it's my time. So I don't want to go yet. I got more to accomplish. So, and I don't know if that was a prayer to him or whatever it is, but I survived, and things are good, and I'm going around doing things that I love, and I think he's blessing me with that kind of stuff. So,
absolutely.
And there's not too many people at 57 years old can retire and be comfortable at retiring and stuff and be blessed like that. But I guess that's the good thing about spending 18 years in prison to get to that point and dealing with those kind of people.
Got a couple of people that just showed up, Connecting Guru, Fanatic Connecting Guru, and the Jewish Redneck Prepper. Thank you for coming in, and thank you, Fanatic Connecting Guru, for sharing me out. And he says he lost 35 people during the Kabobo. I'm sorry to hear that. I really,
Wow.
this has been one of the worst man-made pandemics ever, I think. Unfortunately. And I went through this in the end of January of this year and had Kabobo pneumonia. And it took me a good 3 months to get back up to where I was feeling good. And I had just started my channel out, and I was progressively putting videos out going through what I thought was the flu at the beginning. And about 11 days in, it hit me really hard, and I was hospitalized. So that was no fun. I don't want to go back through that.
Yeah.
But the Lord brought me through it. My daughters were mad at me because I wouldn't take, everybody was mad at me. And I kept telling them, I said, you're not dependent on God, putting God first, and you're not dependent on your own immune system, which he created. And even though I did have to seek medical help and everything, I had already made my peace with God, and if it was my time to go, I was ready. And I knew that. And they couldn't understand that. They did not understand why I could say something like that. but it is because my faith is so strong in my Lord that I was able to say that. And no, He wasn't done with me yet. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. I'm still putting out His word when I can and doing what I can for Him.
Yeah, I actually had to make a choice when it come to working and stuff, and I I was like, well, I said I'll do the Johnson and Johnson, the one shot. Uh, I'll do that because I had a bunch of health issues. At one point, I was 425 pounds on so much insulin that I could not even. The doctor basically said, "Dude, if you don't go and get the weight loss surgery done, you ain't going to be around to enjoy your grandkids." So he said, "We got to reduce the amount of insulin you take and stuff like that." So I actually went and got it done. And I went from 425 pounds down to uh, 260 now. So I felt that I was blessed to survive. And then I had a couple of issues with my bowel. I had 2 perforated bowel issues and got life flighted both times. First time I was about 2 hours away from expiring, and the last time I was about a half an hour away, according to the doctor. So once again, just shows you I'm blessed. I got there, got taken care of by good people that He created. So another
Absolutely.
little example.
And I'm,
So,
and
but
I'm,
yeah, go ahead, hon.
I'm thankful for the doctors and nurses and the home health care team that I had. Um, the doctors told me in the hospital that it was the best thing I could have done for myself is not to take them. And they were all amazed at how quick I recovered.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was just a part of it. And I have to put this up here because Bonnie is so funny. She's talking about the hairless survivors unite. Well, I lost a lot of hair. That's why my hair is pulled back, because it just looks stringy. It looks awful. But hair grows back. That's just a minor issue.
Yeah, I had to wear a mask at work. It was required and stuff. But when I was out in public, I didn't wear one unless if I wanted to go into a store or something at the one time. But I never wore one, and everybody's like, "What do you think? You're bulletproof? You think you're not subject to getting that?" I said, "Nope." I said, "But I just know who I am, and I know what I think, and that's how I'm going to be, and stuff like that. I mean, you guys can do what you want, but." I said that this is my choice. And,
and
I found. Go ahead, hon.
Go ahead and finish your what you were thinking.
I was just saying that it was my choice, my decision, my body type thing. And I did what I wanted to do. And I felt, and they asked, and I said, listen, it comes down to this. If it's my time, it's my time. It doesn't matter whether if how do I say it? It doesn't matter if you it's coming or you don't know it's coming. It's just one of the things. You got a specific amount of time on this earth, and you do the best that you can do, and be the best person that you can be, and love people unconditionally. And that's what it's all about for me. And I don't think I'm bulletproof, because I often said when I was bouncing at some of these places, one of my bosses asked me, said, "Why do you carry a gun?" I said, "Why do I carry a gun?" I said, "Well, in today's society, as big as I am," and I was 425 pounds back then, I said, "I still can't figure out how to stop a bullet." I said, "So I'm going to be the one that fires." I was a military police officer in the Army, and one of my sergeants told me a long time ago. He said, "If you're not going to pull that trigger, don't carry that gun. If you pull that gun out, you might as well pull the trigger, because there's no reason for you to pull it out if you're not going to use it. So don't pull it out until you're ready to use it. And then if you got to use it to protect your life or somebody else's, then you do that. And that's what I taught my daughters. I taught them all how to hunt and fish. I said, what you do after I teach you this and you learn this while you're at my house, then that's it, but you're going to be able to take care of your kids. You're going to provide for them if you need to out in the woods and stuff. And I said, you're going to be able to protect yourself in case something happens in your life. But that's just one of the things I grew up doing and believing. So that's what I taught my kids.
Well, that's a wonderful thing to teach them. And I want to welcome Tori's Brain Games. Welcome to my house. I enjoyed my time with you last night playing the game. If y'all haven't been to Tori's Brain Games, you need to go. You need to hit that bus for him because I think he was at 391 buses last night, and he's got an awesome game, y'all. We all need to exercise those brain cells. And Bonnie has a prayer request for us to pray for her hubby, Michael. He's been having scary chest pains, and I noticed that she said he's taking an aspirin in the morning. Honey, he needs to take the aspirin at night because most heart attacks happen at night, and this is what my doctors have told me, to take the aspirin at nighttime. And you need a low-dose aspirin. You don't have to take a full-dose aspirin unless they tell you to. So that's just a little hint there. I'm going to try to get caught up on some of these comments I'm passing up. And
can you post his link in there? I'm looking and I don't see it right now.
Phonetic Connecting Guru said he was at 573 pounds, had weight loss, and now at 353 and still losing. Well, congratulations, because that is a huge achievement.
Congrats, man.
I've lost 70 pounds myself, so I'm right there with you guys. We got to get the weight off, and a lot of the weight problem that I think is because of all the junk that they're putting in our food source. I really and truly believe that. The carbs is part of it, because everything in America is high carb. If you go in the store, that's all you're buying is junk food, high carb stuff. And we need to pay attention to what we're putting in our body because our body is the temple of God. That was one of the reasons I did not take this and will not take another one. It's because God really woke me up to that fact that whatever we put into our body, we're putting into the temple of God. And let's see, has anybody else come in? We got Tori in here. Yeah, you have to check for the low sodium stuff too, Bonnie. I see that. I think, yeah, you want to take the aspirin at nighttime. So we are almost 2 hours into our live today, y'all. I think we've had a good talk. Tiny, is there anything else you want to share with us?
I could go on for hours, but we'll do it another day. But I hope that people can take and help me out a little bit. I just recently, last night, went over 200 and went back to under 200 now and stuff like that. I'm doing everything I can to get up there and have quality stuff for everybody to see. I hope that everybody appreciates it. And if you guys have any suggestions or want to see me do something, you can ask, and I'll see if I can get it done. So,
well, I think anytime that you do any kind of fishing or hunting, you need to explain good gun safety, and having a good medical kit on hand, because I know my husband got speared with a fish hook a few times.
yeah.
That's no fun.
I've had that. Yeah, that's painful. Especially when you get a barbed hook and you actually have to push it through to get it out and then cut the barbs off at the end and pull it back through. That's fun.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying, did somebody post that link? Because I didn't see it. I'm looking.
AR 1776 says, I'm trying to get my daughter to get her weight down. She has fat on her liver and she is young. Yes, that was part of my problem is I have a fatty liver. But my fatty liver started after they took my gallbladder.
Mm-hmm.
And Jamie's Country Living says, I'm working on losing weight myself. Been snacking on celery and cream cheese. Yeah, that's a good snack. I do a lot of, at lunchtime or breakfast, sometimes I'll do boiled eggs and cheese and maybe an apple peanut butter, stuff like that.
Oh, somebody said I was breaking up. I apologize. I didn't notice that.
And yeah, baby carrots are real good too. I do a lot of stuff like that. Unfortunately, now my teeth are breaking. That's another autoimmune issue because of calcium deficiency. So I take all kinds of supplements, trying to keep my body, the vitamin levels where they should be, which is fighting a losing battle sometimes. And when I had Cavovo, they didn't tell me in the hospital, but when I got the blood work back at home and I was reading over it, I was actually malnourished. And that was probably why I was half starved. I wanted to eat everything in sight while I was in the hospital, and they just kept bringing me food. I'd ask for something, they'd bring it. Oh.
Tori's Brain Games, is that actually Fanatic? Or
It's a word game. He does word games. He does the drawing, the little drawings, and you figure out what the drawing is, and word games
okay.
like that. They're fun.
I can't find his
Okay, Tori's Brain Game. If you're in the house, would you please type in the word hillbilly so your link will be dropped? I'm hoping he's still here. Anybody else that hasn't dropped your link already, type the word hillbilly, and we'll get your links out there because we are connecting and growing today. We have a lot of channels that are interesting in helping other channels grow. Or maybe AR 1776, if they're not in the house, maybe you can go pull Tori's Brain Games link for me and drop it. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tori. There's his link. And if Kaylin, you may have to type yours again.
Yeah, mine didn't pop up either.
Yeah, if they go back to back, it takes a little bit of time sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we've had a pretty good crowd today. I got a list of 27 people in my chat today, so this is really good. I do appreciate everybody coming. I have no idea how many thumbs up we have or anything because my phone doesn't update.
Yeah. I've been bouncing back. There I go. I've been bouncing back and forth. Earlier today, I did my lot and my mail call and happy birthday to me. I used my phone and my PC.
Missy asked a question, where does the B go to P? I have no idea. Missy, you want to give us an answer on that one?
Where does the bee go to pee? Oh,
Jamie's Country Living says, yeah, people don't realize I have another channel with 1,600 buses. I've been on YouTube forever. I know how to mod. You want to be a mod for me, Jamie? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I can put you on there. AR, thank you. I got 28 thumbs up. So if you haven't thumbs up me yet, please do that. Go smash them. She said, keep reading at the BP station. Oh, my Lord, that's funny. I didn't know she had 2 channels either.
me neither.
Hey, Huga. Huga Homestead in how?
Goodness.
Anybody else want to come up on panel while we can still do this? I think YouTube is going to try to get rid of our StreamYard.
Yeah, they talked about, I think something about that, but I also heard that they were going to, in order to get monetized, they were going to drop the amount of hours and watch hours down. So,
well, that would be nice. That would be nice for us.
Yeah.
We need all the help we can get. So,
yeah. Well, they definitely too. Like my channel has been like a yo-yo. I'll get people to come in and subscribe and stuff, and the next thing, they haven't sit down and watched my videos for an hour or something like that, and the next thing I know, they'll be gone. But also, I think that if you educate people like what I've done or I've been told, you go in, you do the thumbs up, and then you watch the video, even any of the videos, just so it sticks for about 2 minutes. And then you can go back at a later time. You'll get your notifications, and you go back at a later time, and you can sit and watch and run their videos for them and help them out. But at least it sticks. It's not YouTube going back and taking the channel away. So, oh yeah.
Okay, Jamie. So you hunt with your hounds on the other channel. I can understand. Yeah, people get offended so easy these days. They have no backbones. AR1776 says, I'm losing subs every morning. I think a lot of times it is we're getting artificial buses, and YouTube is removing them because they're probably a spammer. That's what I think is happening. I'm not sure, but that's my thoughts on that. But you definitely want to watch at least 3 to 5 minutes of a video before you hit that like and subscribe button to help your bus stick. Yes, the purge is real.
Yeah, see, I did that same thing, and I got AR, and mine stuck. So I just wanted to check to see.
Yeah, Kaylin says
the exact same.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Kaylin says sometimes what I do is I'll start to watch a vid and then come back later to finish watching it. I do that a lot too because I'll get busy. And AR says he believes it's a glitch. And Kaylin says there are bots. If I can get it to pop up. Also, any account that is inactive may get kicked off your channel. So, yeah. Missy had quite a following, and then she got sick and had all those surgeries, and she lost all her buses and her watch hours. So we want to be aware of that. that's one reason, because I have autoimmune. I try to keep my videos at least a week out, because if something does happen and I end up in the hospital or I'm incapacitated and I can't do videos, at least I have that week's window to kind of buffer me. So y'all might want to think about that, or having some videos saved on YouTube that you can pop up if you don't want to put them out there right away. Oh, good. Missy says she just bust everybody out that has dropped their link. So that's wonderful.
Thank you very much.
We
Truly
appreciate that,
it.
Missy.
Oh.
Well, y'all, does anybody else want to come up and talk about their channel a little bit before we close this out? Because I'm kind of like Big Tiny over here, Rick. I'm a little on the tired side today, and I have been playing catch up all week. I have not done what I need to do.
Yeah. Well, hey, young lady, I truly appreciate you bringing me up and let me talk a little bit and testify a little bit. I will drop down and drop out so that others can come up and not be scared.
Well, I appreciate you coming up. Thank you for spending time with me. And thank you for sharing all your lovely testimonies. I do appreciate all of that.
Thank you.
Anytime. Come up anytime.
All right, honey. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay. Jamie, if you want to come up, you're more than welcome to. Andrea said, I really need to work on building my buffer, especially with my in-laws visiting again, because last time I couldn't find time to post on YouTube for almost 2 weeks, and it really messed me up. Yes, we need to have some kind of buffer there. And you can put videos to private, and then you can bring them out and you can schedule them to drop on the date that you want them to drop at the time you want them to drop. Yes, Missy, Light of God in Darkness channel. Y'all please go by and visit that channel. AR, if you could go find that channel and drop the link, I would appreciate it. And we can all go visit there and just let them know that we are supporting them in prayer. And I got to go over here and take care of something. So just give me a second and I'll be back talking to you. All right, computer. Okay, I had something pop up on my computer I had to take care of. It is, what was the channel? It was Light of God in Darkness channel. Thank you, AR. I appreciate that. Anybody else want to come up on panel? Oh. Let me grab the link. Behave, Cocoa Bean. I'm dropping the link again. Hopefully it'll drop. There it goes. I do appreciate everybody coming in. If anybody wants to come up, I would love to talk to somebody else. If not, we're going to close out. Thank you, AR, for dropping that link. I appreciate that. That link is for Light of God in the Darkness channel. And y'all go by and check her out. Oh, where did it go? Drop the link too many times, the pup may want to retrieve it. Yes, Y'all, this is Cocoa Bean. She's our little rescue. She's over here loving on Mama. You're welcome, Missy. We really appreciate you coming in, hon. Jamie's going to make jelly from 100% apple juice tomorrow. Oh boy, I can't wait to see that video. I love some apple jelly. Yeah, Cocoa Bean's being a little puppy dog today. I'm growling behind Mama, wanting to be on top of me. She's our rescue, y'all. Other rescue's over in the corner. He's cold. He's found him a warm spot. God, huge calling there. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, she's a cutie, Kaylin. She is, but she's not peoply. She does not like people. She had a rough start, but she's landed on her feet. AR says, I love dogs. My English chocolate lab died. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I love labs. Labs are a sweet dog. Jamie, I bet you that apple juice jelly will turn out just fine. And if it doesn't turn out the first time you do it, more than likely it is the pectin might be old that you use. If you're using pectin, if it comes out loose, you can always recan it. So just follow the instructions on the little pectin pack, and it should turn out just fine. And I know I'm missing comments here, y'all. Deanna says, I loaded up my Jeep Liberty with 9 boxes of things I found in my 3 closets, all going to the churches in town. Well, that's a blessing for someone and a blessing for you as well. Well, hello, Michael. We're glad you're home. Well, I have to go and get some last-minute stuff for the storm. Stay safe, everyone. Andrea, we're praying. We'll be praying for you and everyone in the path of this hurricane. Yes, you should record it. Put on there, my first time making apple jelly from juice. You know, sometimes people will come in and watch a first-time video. So make sure you put that out there. Socializing with Sonia, welcome in. I think you're a new channel. I've never seen you before. If you would, just drop your link by typing in the word hillbilly. And we're all connecting today. You may get some new buses out of this. Let me see. Yes, we'll be praying for y'all, Andrea. Yes, Jamie, it should be fine. It says it's good until 2024. It'll be fine. You can it now, put your date on it, and it'll be good 5 years down the road or longer. As long as the jars are sealed, it's good. Well, thank you for coming in from Fanatic Connecting Guru community tab, Socializing with Sonia. See, this is why those community tabs are so great. And when you share it out, people come in. And I am just thrilled that you're here. You may have to go back and watch some of the video. We had some really deep moments a few minutes ago with some testimonies. But I really do appreciate you coming in. Michael says, hi, I was going to log off. He said, why? I said to entertain him. So I was doing the hustle for him. And he made me go away. Bonnie, you're a hoot. Yes, we love promoting small channels here, and we spend time together just chatting and talking about all kinds of things. I do appreciate you coming in. I really do. And Bonnie says, well, I was doing the Travolta part of the hustle. Bonnie, you're too much. You are too much. Y'all, I really don't have anything else to talk about today, but if you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to. I think everybody here is family. We pretty much know all the channels here. Just make sure I can see your face and your name on in the basement here, and I will drop the link one more time. Give you a chance to come up. And if no one comes up, we're going to close this out. We've been here for 2 hours. And I really do appreciate each and every one of you. You have made my day by spending time with me. And I know it's hard because sometimes we get very, very busy. I think I've got everybody's name down. Faith, your name is Donna. No, it's Bonnie. Bonnie, I want you to come on panel. I really do. All righty. I guess nobody wants to come up. I thank you, AR, for dropping that link. I see we have another person that just came in, Sheila Gage. Welcome in. I'm getting ready to close out if no one wants to come up on panel. We had a lot of interesting conversations today. And Socializing with Sonia says, I saved a video for Faith and Feathers so we can connect and make it stick. That's wonderful. And also check out Missy's channel. If you go back through the comments, a lot of links have been dropped. You can connect with a lot of different channels on here, but Missy is trying to rebuild her channel and her watch hours, especially. She needs watch hours. AR, thank you so much, buddy, for being here. I understand you got a DNS server problem today. I do appreciate you being here. Jamie, you need to come up. You want me to stay put? You need to come up. I need a co-host up here. Oh boy, AR. The internet guy had 2 routers activated on my account. Oh boy. I hope you get that situation fixed up. Jamie says, I'll be over at 5. So give you 5 minutes. I'll give you 5 minutes. Yeah, you have to keep rebooting. You need to contact them and let them know that you only have 1 router and it's at your address. Bonnie, Tarsha is fine. She's had a little bit of health problems going on and is trying to relax, and I understand that. And her live will be rescheduled for Friday, she told me the other day. And so we're going to be there on Friday to support her. But we both have had stuff going on. Okay, Jamie, I understand. Another day. Well, y'all, it has been a pleasure to be with you. I really and truly have enjoyed spending this time with you. I cannot express how much it means to me to be able to talk to y'all every day. And AR, I hope that you can get that DNS issue fixed. Please go ahead and do what you got to do to get it fixed, because we don't want to miss you on here either. Thank you, Socializing with Sonia. I appreciate you going and checking out these channels and putting them on your watch later list. I really do appreciate that. And AR, thank you. I have 30 thumbs up, y'all. That's wonderful. I appreciate it. I love you too, Miss Bonnie. I really do. I love each and every one of you. And we're going to pray for Florida. We're going to pray and pray for Florida because those hurricanes are no joke. Well, y'all, I guess I need to get off here. I've got things I need to do, and I know that y'all do too. Just remember that I love you, but God loves you more, and I love you from the top of your head to the soles of your feet and everything in between. Jesus loves you even more than that. And he loved you so much that he gave up his life for you, that you might live more abundantly through him. Big hugs to you, Missy's channel, and I hope to see more of you in coming weeks, and maybe you'll come up on panel with me and feel comfortable doing that, and we can have a nice chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless and have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.